Hello and welcome. AFR F2, round 16 at Sochi. So the guys are just getting in now. We've got a new member on the grid, Charlie, making his debut. Only just joined up. Everyone's starting to come out of the pits now. Who's at the front of this train? So we have Sphinx out first on the medium tyre. Can you guys hear the cars alright? Let us know. I've had a few issues with the audio, hence why there was nothing while we were waiting for the stream to start, so I'll hopefully be able to get that fixed for the next stream. So, nice. Kind of nice day for F2s. No rain at the moment. So still two guys sitting in the pits. We've got Jacob and Combined just taking their time. I haven't done any practice around here. Don't know anything about tyre wear or how the cars are going to feel. But I'm guessing they're going to be a little tricky. So Sphinx coming around the last couple of corners, getting ready to start his first timed lap. Crosses the start-finish line. And a long kind of straight down into turn, I think this is turn 2. They count that little kink as a turn, if I'm not mistaken. Through the long left-hander. Looks like he's really able to hold tight in that corner. Looking like a tidy lap so far. So this will be the benchmark. Through this little tight section, I imagine it's going to be pretty tricky, pretty slippery. But he's hitting all these apexes, so it's looking like a good lap so far. Last couple of corners now, see the brakes glowing red. And it's a 1:47.925. Oh, we've had someone come off. It's Lotus at the final corner. He was second in running and Nut into second. So you can see Lotus way off the pace there with that mistake at the end. Charlie with a 150. Apollo 149. Potsy with a 147.8. Just getting Sphinx there. So, oh, Lotus! Oh! why would it change to that angle? What is lost his wing there. Straight into the wall. So it hasn't been a good start to qualifying for Lotus, unfortunately. Smitty also having some issues with a lap of 2 minutes, so let's see how Combined gets along, shall we? Sector 1 and 2 yellow flags, and they're clear. Enough for 6th place with a 1:49, so very close to Apollo and Charlie there. Well, actually no, sorry, Charlie's second behind. So Sphinx with the new fastest lap, 1:47.5. So taking that back from Potsy. Will he be able to improve again? Getting out of the way for somebody on a lap. That would be Ali. As he comes around the final corner now. And he improves by 2/10, but no effect in his position, so just missing out on Jacob there. But still, the soft run to come. Who else have we got? So, Charlie back in the pits. Major. 1 lap, no time. Combined finishing off his second lap. No, he's going to come into the pits. So a bit of a lull now, I believe, while we wait for the guys to go out and do their super soft run. There is someone leaving right now. I think that's Lotus. Cutting the corner there. So Potsy starting his out lap. Charlie coming out of the pits. Let's have a look at Charlie, eh? So just taking it nice and easy, trying to preserve those tyres as much as possible. So the drivers aren't allowed to adjust anything on their setups, but they can adjust their brake bias on the fly, as the rules are all set to fixed, which makes it, the cars are pretty challenging to drive, but it does tend to lead to some closer racing. So we'll see how Charlie gets on here. Took a large cut out of that corner, so I don't know if this is going to be invalidated or not. We'll see. It doesn't open DRS, so I'm guessing this lap's going to be invalidated before it even started. I think we've got Potsy. Yes, he's just started his lap. Potsy looking very strong in this F2 series. So almost everybody out on track again. Sphinx and Jacob just waiting a little bit longer. Taking a lot of curb there. Coming through the tight section now, keeping it together. As Lotus sets a new fastest lap, 147.2. Potsy, 146.443. So, good lap time there. 8/10 ahead of Lotus. The only other person to settle a lap so far on the super soft tyre. Let's go down and have a look at Apollo, as he's one of the few to have started their laps. So Lotus leaves the session. Oh, looks like Apollo's pulled out of this lap. CK80's left the session. Jacob Meister's left the session. We are having a mass exodus. As Potsy says, that'll do, with a yellow flag in Sector 2. And Apollo goes again. You might need to just jump into Discord T-Mac and ask one of them for an invite. Because I think there are some guys in the pits, possibly. That's not what I want. You're welcome. Charlie, new fastest lap. Great lap. 146.283. So 2/10 clear of Potsy. Maybe Potsy wishes he didn't retire yet. So we're still on board here with Pepsi. Well, not on board, but we will go on board. Where does he come? 147.2 into fourth place for the time being. And I think he's going to be done. Combat says he's never driven F2 cars. Well. If that is the case, What a mix-up this could be. So, who else have we got? Jacob on his outlap after disconnecting, so he's back in. Definitely not taking it easy on these tyres, so he is a pushing. And he may have either Smitty or Combined behind him. Is that Combined? No, so it must be... Oh, I don't know what team that is. It's Lotus. My mistake. There's someone getting out of the way there. So, his lap is underway. As Sphinx says, that'll do. In second place, able to get in front of Potsy by just about 1.5 tenths. So Jacob really pushing. He's 2 tenths up, almost 3 tenths. As Smitty goes into 5th with a 147.084 and retires. And Nut retires as well. So getting down to the last few people here. Charlie is a new recruit, only joined up the last couple of days, putting on his skills for all to see. But qualifying's one thing, and in this case you do get points for pole. But still, have a few drivers out there, so he doesn't have it yet. Well, he's on pole because he went faster than everybody else so far. And Jacob goes up into 4th place with a 146.8. He starts his second flying lap. Ooh, Big Al left the session. Jacob's still pushing very hard. And he pulls over to the side and he lets Lotus through. I'm not sure if anyone's invited CK80. I'm not sure if Combat, you might be able to see if something's going on there. Oh, Lotus! Oh, he goes around! And there goes an end plate. There's his qualifying done. Now, don't get disqualified for going the wrong way. He turns around in a calm manner, relatively. Now, what's Jacob going to do? He may be biding his time or waiting for somebody. So Revo backing away from the last to first challenge after being called out there by Combat. As Jacob comes into the pits. See if I can invite some CK. Whilst there's a lull on track. Yeah, you've done the challenge, but not here. Not a real challenge. CK80 did need that invite. So, we have Charlie on pole with a 146.283, followed by Sphinx and Potsy. Jacob in 4th, Combined 5th, Smitty 6th, Apollo in 7th, Lotus in 8th, Major Pain 9th, Nut in 10th, Ali 11th, CK80, didn't get a run on the Super Softs. Same with Ali. Not sure what happened there. So, unfortunately, those two guys not making the most of it. But well done, Charlie. Great debut so far. Let's hope he can carry that over into the race. So you don't need to start on the tyres that you qualified on in F2. So you can start on the super softs or the mediums. So it'll be interesting to see if anyone's going to opt to start on the mediums. Most people start on the softer tyre. Definitely helps at the start and getting off the line. But if you're at the back, you might want to just take it easy. Not sure what the tyre wear is going to be like. So the formation lap underway. Charlie leading from the front. No tyre blankets, so the formation lap is quite important on these cars as Potsy DCs. But luckily we have started the session, so he will be able to rejoin like that, and his car will be on track. So Ali persisting with the medium tyre, the only one to go for the medium. T-Mac joining in late, so he starts at the back of the grid in 13th. Revo's calling this a pad track, hey? It's been a while since I've used a pad to play a Formula 1 game. Towards the end of the formation lap now. So there's been an incident. A few guys already sitting on the grid. That is not good for them because their tyres will just be getting colder and colder. And yeah, so they're going to have to be very cautious trying to get off the line. And drivers around them are going to need to be cautious as well. You'd need to ask why a Charlie that's just his name on Steam. So I'm unsure of the history there. So cars on the grid. 5 red lights. And we are away. Oh, and you can see in the midfield there's been a big collision. And that looked like a group on those cold tyres. Potsy's already left the session. Combined YouTuber, 5-second penalty for severe collision with Potsy. As Charlie's lost that pole position already. And we have a virtual safety car. So everyone's going to be forced to slow down. So unfortunately, pitting on lap 1 doesn't count as your actual pit stop. So those guys with damage to their front wing, well, they're not going to be able to do too much about it. I mean, I guess it depends on how much damage they have, but they were some pretty severe collisions right there. So let's drop through the field and see if we can see Polo and Lotus, big losers there. 5 places each. You can see he's missing pretty much most of his front wing. Polo, no damage that I can really see. CK80 looks like he might have some damage. Yes, he does. He's missing a fair amount of his right-hand side of his front wing. We are racing again. So Charlie not letting Sphinx get away. Who's going to come into the pit? Sphinx sets the fastest lap. That felt like a long lap. 2 minutes 2 for lap 1 to be completed. The timings are out by a long way at the moment. Charlie right on Sphinx's gearbox at the moment. You can't do 14 laps on mediums anyway, from memory, says Revo. No one's elected to pit. What's T-Mac doing there? Oh, T-Mac must have pitted. I think. No. He's just that far back. This Lotus is dropping off, so I think lap 3 is when you can pit. So as you can see, lots of little battles going on. As Jacob and Charlie are battling. Jacob on the outside. Jacob going for that move. But he's forced to the outside again. Tries for the undercut. He's going to be on the outside from outside to outside. Trying everything he can. And there's sideways and we got someone in the wall. No retirement. Is it? No. No retirement. But he hit that wall very hard. So Charlie able to hold on, but this is allowing Sphinx to get away. Already out to 3 seconds. Major's up 3 places as well. So we have a fair few drivers carrying damage at the moment. And Smitty first to pit. So he's put on the super softs again, so we'll try and push those for as long as he can, maybe. Who knows, there might be a safety car, a full one, as CK80 going for the move on Nut. Charlie, 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So that puts him down into, what, 4th at the moment. So these two guys both have damage at the moment. CK80 may have a little bit less, or just seems to be managing it a bit better, but they seem to have a similar amount visually. As Lotus hits the new fastest lap. Oh, warnings and penalties are coming in thick and fast at the moment. Saw one for Lotus and T-Mac. So, move up to Potsy. Can he have a go? It's too far back. Let's combine to Major. Have a little tap there. So many battles all over the place. Not letting go of CK either. So we'll jump back up to Potsy. Stuck behind his teammate at the moment. And oh no, we have a retirement. We have Charlie in the wall. Oh, virtual safety car. Another virtual safety car. I would have thought that would have been a full safety car. Well, that works out well for Smitty. He's done that very well. If he's able to put on those medium tyres, yes, good job. So that hopefully will see him through to the end of the race, and he's minimised his time in the pits by doing it under the VSC. Charlie's left the session. I'm not sure if he knows there's a sprint race after. So very unfortunate from pole to a DNF. So Jacob's still sitting right behind Potsy. So DRS doesn't really seem to be as strong in these cars that I've found. Nut with another 3-second time penalty as Jacob goes deep, almost collecting the back of his teammate there, but managing to get out of it, although it did cost him around about a second, so that's put him out of the DRS range, but it could have been a lot worse. So we'll jump down the field, have a look at this little battle going on here. As we have a mass of cars in the pits at the moment. People serving their penalties. So it'll be interesting to see where they come out. Once everyone else has done their pit stops, will they be coming in this lap? It looks like this is the time to be switching over. So combined DRS open. What's he going to do? He's too far back to make anything work at the moment. Starting to drop off here and not electing to pit. Apollo and Jacob have come in the pits. So Jacob going to try and get the overcut on Potsy here, potentially. So I'm not sure if they're timing glitches or if they're actual gaps, but the field is starting to spread out a little bit now. So Nut taking this battle back up to CK80, all level playing field. Jacob Meister, 3-second time penalty. So they've got the same lap tyres and they've replaced their front wings. Nut, very close. He's got to run. Goes for the outside. He has to leave room. Does a good job and gets past. So we'll just move up to Jacob. And we'll see if the leaders, I think the leaders are going to be coming into the pits now. Yes, as Sphinx comes in. And Potsy as well. So, has Jacob done enough to jump Potsy? Any thoughts from the viewers? Viewers at home? Do you think he's done enough? Can he get the jump? Three-second time penalty for Apollo Pepsi for multiple warnings. So that's the last of the people to not make a stop. So everyone's stopped now. And it's a race to the finish. So no, he was not able to do anything there. Quite a large gap, so I don't know what's exactly happened. T-Mac now closing up onto the back of CK, and he's managing to stay with Nut as well, so this could be interesting. All too far back, and T-Mac overcooks it. Not used to these cars, and he's into the wall. He's into the wall. Bye-bye front wing. It'll take you a while to get the hang of these cars again. Unfortunately there, T-Mac just missing out on this battle. After he's finally done all that hard work to catch up, bins it. So this is pretty much the closest gap. Apollo is very close to Major at the moment. Go and see what he can do, if he can get himself back into DRS. So 1.2. So he is bringing that gap down. So potentially next lap, or even the next DRS zone down the back straight. What's going on there? CK trying the move. Sends it up the inside, side by side. Not able to get the move done. Nice driving from both drivers. Just caught the end of that, luckily. CK doing a good job to hold on to the back here. CK always seems to manage to get points on the board, so he's in that position again. Lotus is not far behind, but we've got 5 laps to go now. Major starting to pull away now from Apollo Pepsi. The gap 1.4. So Ali comes into pit and he puts on the super softs. So he'll be going for fastest lap. Jacob going through. Major Payne's going to go through. As well as maybe, Polo's going to go through. What about Combined? I think Combined's going to be a bit too far back. Yeah, he's coming out just behind Polo. So this will definitely spice up the last few laps. Go on board with Ali here as he begins the chase. Apollo starting to bring that gap back down again. 1.2. Combined YouTuber with another time penalty of 3 seconds for corner cutting or exceeding track limits. Ali already within that DRS range. I think Apollo's doing his best to try and catch up. I don't know if Ali's going to be close enough here to make a move, but he definitely will become the main straight. You can see that closing speed in the braking zones. Ever closer, taking as much curb as he can. So here we go. He's right behind him. You think he's going to have him? What way is he going to go? He's going for the outside at the moment. Polo holding the inside line, but I think not going to be much he can really do. Just falls in line. He can just try and hold on to Ali for as long as he can. Hopefully that brings him more into the battle with Major Payne, as Lotus gets another 3-second time penalty. So the guys are obviously struggling to keep it inside the lines. You can see they're really trying to fight these cars. They are a handful as Ali goes pretty wide there. And the curb unsettling Apollo Pepsi. Still within DRS as T-Mac gets another 3-second time penalty. So he does get DRS. But Ali too is now closing in on Major. Potsy sets a new fastest lap of 1:48.5. It'll be interesting to see what kind of time Ali does now after having 2 DRS activations. So nothing for the moment. We'll go on board with Ali. He is a lot further back compared to when he tried to make the move on Apollo Pepsi. Is he going to have it? He bides his time. We are on lap 11 of 14, so I think Jacob's going to be safe from here. The time difference isn't that great, it would appear. As we have a yellow flag in Sector 1. And Lotus has made his way past CK. Oh, that's Apollo. Apollo's had an incident. DRS open. He's going to go for the move now. He goes for the outside, which will, be interesting. He should be passed. And he's got the move done. But will Major be able to do anything on the main straight? Remember, they pitted around lap 4, 5, 6 on those super softs. Ali's put 2 laps into those super softs already. So they already won't be at their peak or their prime. So but you can just see he's still got that advantage in the traction zone. DRS opens. A little bit of lag there. But yeah, he's too far back. So his gap to Jacob in front is 6.7. Lotus now within DRS of Nut. Smitty gets another time penalty, 3 seconds for multiple warnings. Go have a look at Lotus. Lap 12 of 14. You can see he's suffering from some understeer now, having to downshift to get around that corner. New fastest lap of 1:48.3. Now Ali's got some clean air. Is he going to be able to do anything about it? His Nut gets a bit of wheel spin on the exit of the corner, opening him up for an attack from Lotus side by side. He's got the advantage at the moment and takes the racing line, leaving Nut with nowhere really to go. But they will be evenly matched as the 13th lap has now started. Whew, that was a lot to spit out just then. As, yes, the Nut now having to try and attack to claim that place back, but the momentum does seem to be with Lotus. As we have a yellow flag in Sector 3, I think that's CK having some issues towards the end of the stint here. As DRS opens for Nut. He's within range. Lotus not wanting to give him any slipstream, doing well to minimise the amount of slipstream he's providing without driving erratically, staying within the rules. As Major Payne gets another time penalty. Wow, the penalty list for these is going to be big as Lotus gets a big moment of oversteer, but manages to hold it. Great control there. He's not wanting to give away that spot, and he holds it. Wow. Great job there. Great hold. So you can see Lotus was really pushing to try and get that gap. As Potsy, again, 148.175. So it looks like Ali's not really able to attack that time, but he is slowly starting to catch Jacob, but there won't be enough laps. As T-Mac and Smitty, I believe, switch positions. So it's all on Nut now. Can he get this move done? As they come into the last couple of corners before they start the final lap. Does Sphinx have damage or something? I'm not sure. We'll have a look after this, as Nut's making the move nice and early. He's got the inside line. Oops. He's got that position done already. Notice late on the brakes, taking a lot of curb. I don't know how much time these guys have in penalties, but we'll find out at the end. We'll see if Sphinx has any damage. He must have damage because Potsy's gotten past. Although I don't see any damage. Jacob Meister with the time penalty as Potsy crosses the line in front but loses the place due to penalties. As Jacob now comes around the final corner, claims that final podium position, and Ali, will he be able to get? He does. He gets that final place as Major crosses the line in 5th place. So Ali gaining and Sphinx gaining out of those penalties. Combined YouTuber spins across the line. Polo Pepsi now 7th place for Apollo. And Nut and Lotus still going at it. And Nut got the move done. Sorry, I missed that overtake, unfortunately. And CK80 and Smitty. So I was just looking at the comments there. I don't know about Potsy got one more DRS zone. I'm not sure. So Ali up 8 places. Charlie obviously down 12. So Ali, wow, 8 places. Major Pain up 4. So the 2 big movers there. Nut up 2 as well. So much to keep track of at the beginning and the end of the races. It's hard to keep up. So, I really don't know what happened at the end there. I don't know if he had damage. I couldn't see any damage. But Sphinx there managing to take that win. Potsy with amazing pace at the end though. Just fastest lap after fastest lap. Really, obviously, just found his groove. So, sprint race now about to take place. So, don't leave just yet. There's all the penalties. 15 seconds for T-Mac. 9 for Apollo. And there's the point standings at the moment. So I'm guessing the sprint race is going to be about 10 laps. Roughly, maybe 11. Looks like a reasonably clear day. A light cloud. So another dry race. Off track's not grippy, T-Mac, because you're not meant to be out there and no one's laid any rubber down there. And they have less downforce and less mechanical grip than F1 cars, so you just have to take it easy. The best way to, in my opinion, to drive an F2 car is to try and be smooth and try and keep the momentum through the corners. Get all this set up again. So Nut finished in 8th place, therefore will start on pole, followed by Apollo, Jet Combined, Major Pain, Jacob Meister, Ali, Potsy, Sphinx, and then the rest are as they finished, which is Lotus, CK, Smitty, and T-Mac. So T-Mac starting from the back again. Unfortunately. But yeah, these F2 cars, they're just a different beast to Formula 1. They are a different car to drive. They handle differently, they sound different. You know, you don't have fuel mixtures, you don't have ERS. Yeah, so I like it. It mixes it up. It's a bit different. So 11 laps will be the sprint race. Who's doing commentating? I, sir, am Bandcamp. Bandcamp is the name. The owner of AFR. Not our main commentator or our best commentator, but you know, here to do a job, enjoy it. So hope you're enjoying listening. So the car's coming around last couple of corners now. Start filing up on the grid. So no massive cars already there, which is good, so which should mean that people have got their tyres up to temp and we have a clean getaway this time. That being said, it is a sprint race and we know what happens in sprint races at the starts. So 5 red lights and we are away. A lot cleaner than last time. And we've gone through turn 1 with no incidents so far. Lots of people weaving over the tracks. It's all staying clean at the moment. And we have a bit of contact there. People touching wheels, but everyone's staying on track. I don't see any carbon fibre going anywhere. Sphinx already up into 5th place, up 3 spots. Jacob up 3 spots as well into 2nd. He's trying to make his way into 1st, but not making it easy. Oh, and we've got a bit of contact there. Apollo going into the back of Jacob. Does Apollo? Yes, he's lost an end plate there. That's early in the race. That is going to hurt him a lot, and you can see the field's so tight now, and we've got another contact at the back there, but seems to get away with it. Who was that? I think that's, Potsy. CK dropping off the back of the field a little bit at the moment. Really struggling at the moment. Getting pushed wide. CK80's managed to get himself back onto the end of the pack. Sphinx putting Apollo Pepsi under a lot of pressure. We know Pepsi's got some front wing damage. It's going to hurt him. He's missing that left end plate. Sphinx goes for the move, but Apollo had the inside line and holds it for the time being. And CK getting the move done on Ali. So does Ali have some front wing damage? He's down 6 places. Combined down 5 as well, so everyone on the medium tyre as well. And Jacob has taken the lead from Nut. Now Nut, I'm guessing, is going to be coming under pressure shortly from Major Pain, as we have a yellow flag in Sector 2 and Apollo. Sure what happened there, whether there was contact or what, but the places are moving all over the shop. It's combined trying to go up the inside, and we've got another car that's gone around. Smitty into the wall. So that's enough for Smitty. Potsy closing hard on Sphinx. He goes for the inside line, side by side into turn 2, and he's got that move done. So Sphinx struggling at the moment. Maybe he's got some, I don't know if he's on a wheel, but he just doesn't seem to have the pace that he had at the start. Or maybe it's the medium tyres he's not getting used to, but definitely can't match Potsy at the minute. It's Major Pain now within DRS, which is now available on this lap. It's good to have Major Pain back and about. Able to get anything to happen at the moment, but he is a lot closer. Ali right on the back of CK80 further down the field as Potsy. It's a first penalty for the sprint race, 3 seconds for multiple warnings. To the main straight, Major Pain, 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So DRS is open. He's nice and close. Goes for the inside line. Has a look, but believes he's too far back. Battle here between CK and Ali. CK in front for the time being. Ali taking the wider line, but CK holding station. Ali having a look up the inside. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. Ali's got the move done, but he's had to go off track to get it done. He lets CK back through. But he will have DRS again. So, outside line. And he's got the job done properly this time. Some carbon fibre on the track there. There's T-Mac closing up to combine it. Sphinx! What has happened to Sphinx? He's gone off at the second last corner. And we have a virtual safety car. So I don't know if he got punted or what happened. But you can see him, or maybe he had to go and decided to park it. Bit of lag there. That was not the stream, that was the game. So virtual safety car calming things down for the time being. So Jacob at the moment out in front with a reasonable lead of, well, a couple of seconds. And we are racing again, and DRS is enabled. And Apollo says that'll do. So only the top 8 get points in this sprint race, and the numbers are dropping at the minute. Up behind Major Payne. I'm going to have to go have a look at that. So Potsy trying different lines to try and find a way past Major Payne. Major is an experienced head, so he knows where to put the car. Sorry about the lagginess here. Goes to the outside. You can see the warning there on Potsy's connection indicator. As Major Payne having another look back. Side by side. And he yields that to Potsy. Probably a wise move there. T-Mac has gotten past Combined and now trying to hunt down Lotus. Three-second time penalty there for Lotus, which is going to drop him down into 7th place. If it was to finish as is. DRS open for Major, but I think Potsy's been able to pull away, so we'll drop down to Combined, having a look at T-Mac, but backs off. Doesn't want to make the move here. He may be trying to just use T-Mac to pull him up the field a little bit. Sometimes it's better to not fight if the person that you're possibly going to battle is catching the cars in front. As Potsy sets a new fastest lap of 1:49.044. Combined YouTuber, something going on there. He's really dropped off the pace here. He's just completely let T-Mac go. I'm not sure if he had a bit of an issue there. So Lotus and Nut resume this battle on 7 out of 11. T-Mac just out of DRS at the moment, but closing in on this little battle. T-Mac within DRS now. Let's have a look at some broadcast cam. So T-Mac definitely catching Lotus faster than Lotus is to Nut. If anything, Nut might be pulling away, maybe. But T-Mac right on the gearbox of Lotus now. As we enter the main straight. Sticking right on Lotus's gearboxes. There's Nut, there's Lotus and T-Mac. Lotus defending the inside line. Everyone's got DRS except Nut. T-Mac not able to make the move, but he goes wide again. So this is currently the closest battle on track. Jacob in the lead by about 3 seconds, with Potsy slowly closing. Oh! Lotus into the wall! Lucky not to lose a wheel there. Could have been a lot worse. Good recovery again. But I believe he's going to have some wing damage from that. Yeah, he's missing his right end plate. So, not great, but could have been a lot worse. And this opens the door for Combined, who's right behind now. DRS open. Three-second time penalty there for CK80. Currently in 9th place, just outside the points. So Combined all over Lotus here as Potsy sets a new fastest lap of 1:48.650. It's Lotus extreme weaving there. He's gonna have to be careful that he doesn't take out Combined. You do need some restraint with weaving, but Combined able to get that move done. But he is Lotus having a look back on the inside. Lotus is going to have that front wing damage. He's always going to run wide. There's contact, but he keeps... Wow. Lotus's car control tonight has just been absolutely amazing. But it has opened the door to Ali, who's got to run on the inside line, and he's got all of his wing intact. So, I don't think Lotus is going to have much to really fight with here. I was just about to say that Lotus needs to be careful because he's got that front wing damage. He's going to run wide on that corner because We've been watching drivers really struggling with that when they've got a brand new wing, undamaged. So missing an end plate is you're gonna understeer mid corner, and that's exactly what happened. Just went into the side of T-Mac, but luckily Combined was able to keep on going, and no excuse me, real incident. So Potsy now really putting on a push. Lotus 3-second time penalty again for multiple warnings, but Potsy 2 laps 1.8 seconds. T-Mac also half a second behind Nut now. T-Mac right on Nut's gearbox at the moment. Gonna have to keep an eye on that gap at the front. 1.6 seconds now, so Potsy really starting to push and close that gap down. So 2 laps to go. Bit as T-Mac almost pushing Nut around that corner there. What's he going to do? Is he going to try and make the move now? DRS is open. He's getting the slipstream. It looks like he's going to go for the move. He goes to the outside. Oh, sorry, the inside. Later on the brakes. Much later, but pulls it up. Now T-Mac is going to be vulnerable on the main straight unless he can get a big enough of a gap coming into that section. So Nut taking a lot of curb there to try and keep within that striking distance. T-Mac seems to have a little bit better traction on the corner exit. So here we go, DRS open. Final lap. Nut down the inside early on the brakes. Open, lets T-Mac kind of have the corner, but T-Mac wasn't too sure where Nut was, so Nut's got the good line, but couldn't really deviate from it as T-Mac was right there. Jacob Meister 3-second time penalty. He's obviously watching the gap as well. He's trying to push. Now, this is pretty much your last chance. He's going to be too far back. He goes late on the brakes, closes up that gap, but it's all too late. Potsy trying his best, 1.1. But Jacob Meister too far in front. And takes the win, followed by Potsy. Major Payne comes around the final corner to take the final podium position. T-Mac takes 4th but loses it to Nut through penalties. Combined loses his place to Ali, who finishes now in 6th. Lotus coming around the last corner now, finishes 8th place. Wow. That was very interesting. That was a strange race in F2 tonight. Had a new show take pole, crash out. We had people taking the lead on the last lap. We have communicating with online services. Thank you, Codemasters. But yeah, very interesting. I hope you guys were entertained watching that. I know there was definitely a lot going on, so much to try and keep track of. So Jacob Meister taking the win there, followed by Potsy, Major Payne, Nut, T-Mac, Ali, Combined, CK, Lotus, Smitty, Apollo and Sphinx. So feature race results there, sprint race results there, and there's your weekend results. So, I hope you've enjoyed tonight's F2 race. I've been Bandcamp. We'll be back on Sunday for our race at Baku. Tier 1 starts at 7:15 Melbourne time, and followed by Tier 2 at 9 o'clock. So join us then this Sunday. And yeah, we'll see you then. Hope you enjoyed. See you later.